Have you been trying for a baby? This has been a topic that I have been wanting to share because conception, birth, and motherhood is so energetic, right? It is not something that you can intellectually study all the books about how to make a baby and it comes true. Yeah, and that is something I learned myself as well. This is 3 fertility tips that I'll be sharing through the lens of yoga. My name is Joyce. I'm a pre and postnatal fertility yoga teacher, and I'm so happy that you're here. So hear me out. I really hope it helps, okay? So the first tip is to move your body. Right? If you have already been active, you have already been going fast and strong, move with mindfulness, move with the intention of mobility, circulation, move with the sensations of your body, move with how your body is feeling, move with the tides of your cycle, which is something I'll share later on. That will be the third tip. Try connecting with your body in a different way. Right? If you need any gentle exercises, you can try prenatal yoga, which is something that I always encourage my friends who are trying to come for prenatal classes, because we work a lot on breath, we work a lot on mindfulness, we work a lot about finding circulation in the womb space, right? So wherever your mind goes, breath and energy flows. All right? So that's my first tip, to move, or maybe even move differently. Second tip is to get connected with your pelvic floor. Right. How is this linked? Look, our pelvic floor is an interlocking mesh of muscles deep inside our body that sits in your pelvis. And that is exactly where your womb space lies, in the pelvis, right? So the one great way to connect with your pelvis deeply, it's through your pelvic floor. Yeah. Womb health is what governs everything in fertility, right? So pelvic floor exercise, moving, engaging your pelvic floor, learning to relax, learning to engage your pelvic floor finds you strength, finds you a way to relax and soften through your spirit as well. In yoga, pelvic floor is also our mula bandha, right? That is our deep root chakra. That's our sense of knowing. That's our sense of self. Getting to know yourself before you produce another mini self. Isn't that? Makes lots of sense, right? I've a couple of pelvic floor videos. Feel free to check them out. I'll link them here. And the last and final tip right here is to get to know your cycle. Not just tracking your ovulation, tracking when you are fertile and when you're bleeding, when you are primed for making babies, or that beyond that. Lean into the energetics of your period, right? Into your cycle. Get to know the different seasons of your cycle. Get to know the phases of your cycle and how it affects you energetically, right? Lean into the flow of your period to release. Lean into your grand release to grieve, right? That because every single time you have your period, you know that baby is not happening, right? So take that time to grieve, to slow down, to let go, right? To soften. So lean into the playfulness, lean into the high energy of the phases of your ovulation and post menstruation. Also lean into the lower energies of your premenstrual as well as your menstrual cycle. Really rest and lean into the low energy tides of your menstrual cycle, and that brings so much ease, that releases so much stress, right? Because when we're on our period, even when we're hurting, even when our energy levels are low, we are just trying to push ourselves through to still be productive. Isn't that right? Right? So learning to understand and to lean into the energetics of your cycle actually, for me, brought me a lot more ease and understanding and compassion. And through that, right, less stress. And stress is a killer of everything. Stress jeopardizes fertility, your vitality, as well as even later on, it stores labor. So get to know the energetics of your cycle so you to truly accept what it is to be a woman. Try out Yoga Nidra guided rest during menstruation. That video, I'll link it right here. Got to the end of this. Thank you very much for your time. And I know this can be a little bit overwhelming for you. So I've created this 4 weeks program, Mindful Conception Journey, a guided program where I coach you on how to leverage the superpowers of your moon cycle, supporting your vitality, emotional balance, and natural fertility. This includes 5 exclusive short lectures, each on the phase of your moon cycle. I've also included a free PDF, which is going to be your guide to navigate the videos on my channel to support you week by week in this 4 weeks cycle. If you'd like to join or learn more, the link is in the description below. Running a small discount right now, and I would truly love to support you on this journey. I hope this makes sense to all of you. If you do have any questions, please let me know. And feel free to write me a message if you like to chat. You can find me on Instagram. It's the same name, Waves of Joyce. And I hope this really helps you. If it is okay to share your journey wherever you are as a stage of a woman, feel free to leave it in the comment section so that we can all support each other. Thank you for spending your time with me. I'll see you again next time. Namaste.